Have you ever felt like your prayers are echoing back in silence? Like no matter how much you cry out, the heavens remain still? We all carry silent burdens, questions we're too afraid to speak, fears that hide behind our smiles, battles no one else can see. But here's the truth. God sees, God hears, God moves even in the quiet. Before you give up, before you let doubt take over, let this message remind you, you are not praying into emptiness. You are praying into eternity. Stay with me, because the answer you're waiting for might begin with this very moment of surrender.
When it feels like nothing is changing, when the breakthrough seems delayed, it's easy to believe you've been forgotten. But delays are not denials, and silence is not absence. Sometimes God is working behind the scenes, preparing the answer, shaping your heart, strengthening your spirit. In the waiting, He draws you deeper, not to punish you, but to anchor you, not to withhold, but to transform. He's not just answering your prayer, He's building the strength to carry the answer.
As the first rays of dawn paint the sky with hues of hope, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The night has passed, and with it the weariness, the doubts, the anxieties that clung to us like shadows. But now, a new day dawns, a fresh canvas upon which we can paint our dreams, our aspirations, our very destinies. Yet, even as we embrace the promise of this new beginning, a familiar unease stirs within. The world outside our window, with its relentless pace and ever-present challenges, can feel overwhelming. The weight of responsibilities, the fear of the unknown, the echoes of past failures, they all threaten to pull us down, to dim the light of hope that flickers within. We long for guidance, for strength, for a shield against the storms that rage both within and around us. We yearn for a touch of divine grace, a whisper of reassurance that we are not alone in this journey. Remember the words of the psalmist, "The Lord is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" These words, ancient yet timeless, resonate deep within our souls, offering a sanctuary of peace amidst the chaos. They remind us that even in the darkest of nights, God's light shines upon us, guiding our steps, illuminating our path. We gather today not to simply seek respite from the burdens of life, but to draw upon a wellspring of unimaginable power, a source of strength that transcends human understanding. It is a power that resides within each of us, a spark of the divine that awaits our awakening. It is time to arise, to claim the inheritance that has been given to us, to stand firm in the face of adversity, and to let the light of God's love shine forth from within. We often find ourselves caught in a whirlwind of activity, chasing deadlines, fulfilling obligations, and striving to maintain a semblance of control. But in this relentless pursuit, we can easily lose sight of the source of true strength, the wellspring of divine wisdom that flows within us. It is easy to become entangled in the complexities of life, to feel overwhelmed by the myriad of demands and expectations that surround us. We may find ourselves caught in a cycle of worry, anxiety, and doubt, our minds racing with thoughts of what could go wrong, what we might not be able to accomplish. Yet, amidst this chaos, there lies a profound truth. God's peace surpasses all understanding. It is not a passive state of tranquility, but an active force that resides within us, a sanctuary of serenity that we can access at any moment. This peace is not dependent on our circumstances, our achievements, or even our emotional state. It is a gift from God, a constant presence that anchors us amidst the storms of life.
Now, consider how this applies when you face the inevitable challenges that arise each day. It might be a difficult decision, an unexpected obstacle, or a seemingly insurmountable problem. In those moments, when doubt creeps in and fear threatens to overwhelm you, remember the promise of God's peace. It is not a magic formula to eliminate all difficulties. Rather, it is a strength that empowers us to face them with courage, clarity, and unwavering faith. Think about the times you've encountered an insurmountable obstacle, a problem that seemed to loom over you, casting a shadow of doubt and fear. Perhaps it was a financial setback, a health crisis, or a broken relationship. Whatever the challenge, it felt as if the weight of the world was pressing down upon you, threatening to crush your spirit. In those moments, it is easy to succumb to despair, to believe that we are powerless to overcome the adversity we face. However, God's peace is not merely a passive state of tranquility. It is an active force that empowers us to navigate even the most challenging of circumstances. It is a wellspring of strength that enables us to face our fears, to confront our doubts, and to persevere through hardship. Like a steady anchor in a raging storm, God's peace holds firm, providing a sense of security and stability amidst chaos.
Consider the story of Job, a man who endured unimaginable suffering. He lost his wealth, his children, and his health. Yet, even in the midst of his pain, he clung to his faith in God. He recognized that true peace was not found in circumstances, but in his relationship with the divine. Job's unwavering trust in God serves as a powerful reminder that even when life throws its worst at us, we can find solace and strength in the embrace of divine love. Now consider how this applies when you face anxieties that seem to grip you from the inside. These can be worries about the future, doubts about your abilities, or fears of failure. They might manifest as a persistent knot in your stomach, a racing heartbeat, or a mind that won't quiet down. It is in these moments that the peace of God becomes a beacon in the storm, a quiet refuge amidst a whirlwind of emotions. Remember, God's peace is not some passive feeling that washes over you. It is an active force that transforms your inner landscape. It doesn't eliminate the anxieties themselves, but it changes your relationship to them. Imagine a raging river. Anxieties are like the turbulent currents, powerful and relentless. But God's peace is like a sturdy bridge that allows you to cross over the river, to stand firm on the other side, unaffected by the raging waters below. You are not swept away by the current. You remain anchored in the serenity of His presence.
Now, consider how this applies when you face anxieties that seem to grip you from the inside. These can be worries about the future, doubts about your abilities, or fears of failure. They might manifest as a persistent knot in your stomach, a racing heartbeat, or a mind that won't quiet down. It is in these moments that the peace of God becomes a beacon in the storm, a quiet refuge amidst a whirlwind of emotions. Often, our anxieties stem from a lack of control, a feeling that we are powerless to shape our destinies. We worry about things we cannot change, about outcomes that remain uncertain. But God's peace reminds us that we are not adrift on a sea of chaos. Even when circumstances are beyond our control, our spirits can find anchor in His unwavering presence. Think of a skilled sailor navigating a tempestuous sea. While the storm rages around the vessel, the sailor remains calm and collected, guiding the ship through the waves with unwavering purpose. They understand that while they cannot control the wind or the waves, they can control the ship's course. Similarly, we can choose to navigate our anxieties with faith in God's guidance. We cannot always control the storms of life, but we can trust that God is with us, holding us steady and leading us through the turbulence.
Now, consider how this applies to when you face anxieties that seem to grip you from the inside. These can be worries about the future, doubts about your abilities, or fears of failure. They might manifest as a persistent knot in your stomach, a racing heartbeat, or a mind that won't quiet down. It is in these moments that the peace of God becomes a beacon in the storm, a quiet refuge amidst a whirlwind of emotions. Truly, anxieties often find purchase in our minds because we tend to dwell on the what-ifs, the potential pitfalls, the imagined scenarios that never materialize. Our minds become a breeding ground for fear, replaying worst-case scenarios on an endless loop. But God's peace calls us to shift our focus. It's not about ignoring our anxieties. It's about choosing where we place our attention. Imagine a hummingbird flitting between vibrant flowers, its wings a blur of motion. It doesn't dwell on the threat of a predator or the possibility of a sudden gust of wind. It simply exists in the present moment, savoring the nectar of each flower, trusting in its own strength and agility. Similarly, when anxiety threatens to overwhelm us, we can choose to focus on the beauty and goodness that surrounds us, trusting in God's unwavering presence and love. Reflecting on this journey so far, we've delved into the profound depths of God's peace, exploring its nature and its transformative power within us. We've seen how it transcends the limitations of our circumstances, offering a sanctuary of serenity amidst life's inevitable storms. It's not about silencing the anxieties that inevitably arise, but rather about cultivating a new awareness, a shift in perspective that allows us to navigate those anxieties with grace and resilience. Just as a skilled sculptor chisels away at stone, revealing the masterpiece hidden within, God's peace patiently shapes our hearts, refining our spirits and revealing the strength that lies dormant within. Imagine a vast, intricate tapestry woven with threads of joy, sorrow, fear, and hope. It's in the interplay of these contrasting colors, in the delicate balance of light and shadow, that the true beauty of the tapestry emerges. Similarly, our lives are enriched by the full spectrum of human experience, the triumphs and the struggles, the moments of ease and the times of turmoil. God's peace doesn't erase these complexities, it illuminates them, guiding us through them with a wisdom that transcends our own understanding. It's in these moments of vulnerability, when we lay bare our fears and uncertainties before Him, that we discover the profound solace and strength of His unwavering love. As we draw closer to the final reflection, consider this: what does it truly mean to live in the embrace of God's peace? How can we cultivate this inner sanctuary within ourselves, allowing it to become the guiding light in every facet of our lives? As we step away from this quiet reflection, let us carry with us the awareness that God's peace is not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be embraced. It's not a fleeting feeling, a momentary respite from the storms of life, but a deep and abiding wellspring of strength that flows within us, connecting us to a source of love that transcends all understanding. The world may clamor for our attention, urging us to chase after fleeting pleasures, temporary comforts, and fleeting achievements. But true fulfillment lies not in external validation or material possessions, but in the quiet cultivation of a heart at peace. This peace is not a passive state of inertia, but a vibrant force that empowers us to navigate life's complexities with courage, compassion, and unwavering faith.
Imagine a seed planted in fertile soil, receiving nourishment from the sun and rain, gradually growing into a strong and resilient plant. Similarly, as we nurture our connection with God, allowing His peace to permeate our hearts and minds, we become rooted in a strength that transcends our own limited understanding. This strength enables us to weather life's storms with grace, to face challenges with resilience, and to emerge from adversity with a renewed sense of purpose and hope. The true practice begins now, in the quiet moments of introspection, in the everyday choices we make, in the way we interact with the world around us. It's in these seemingly insignificant moments that we cultivate the seeds of peace, allowing them to blossom into a life characterized by joy, resilience, and unwavering faith. May we all strive to embrace the transformative power of God's peace, allowing it to guide our steps, illuminate our hearts,
and empower us to live lives of purpose and meaning.
So, don't walk away now. Don't let the silence deceive you. Even in the delay, you are being held. Leave a comment below. I'm still waiting, but I trust. Share this with someone who needs hope in the waiting. And subscribe if you need these gentle reminders that God is never late. He's always right on time. Tonight, lay your burden down, not because the answer has come, but because you trust the one who holds the answer. You are not alone in this, and your story isn't over. Keep praying, keep believing. God is closer than you think.